There is a question most men never think to ask, and it is not because they do not care. It is because nobody ever taught them that the right question, asked at the right moment, can make a woman feel more seen and more safe than anything else a man can do. Today I am going to give you 6 of those questions, and by the time you reach number 6, you will understand why most men stay stuck while a few seem to effortlessly build deep, real connection with women. Here is what the research actually shows. A 2010 study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that asking someone a meaningful question activates the same brain regions as receiving a gift. When you ask a woman something that makes her feel genuinely understood, her brain responds the same way it does to something that brings her joy. That is not a small thing, that is everything. So here are the 6 questions that change how a woman feels about you. The first question is this: what is something most people misunderstand about you? This question works because every person alive carries something they feel unseen about. When you ask this, you are not making small talk. You are telling her that you are interested in who she actually is, not who she performs for the rest of the world. Mature women especially respond to this because they have spent years feeling reduced to their roles. This question says, I want to know the real version of you. The second question is, what has been on your mind lately that you have not really talked about with anyone? This is what researchers call an intimacy accelerator. Dr. Arthur Aaron's famous 36-question study showed that self-disclosure paired with feeling genuinely heard creates emotional closeness faster than almost any other interaction. This question opens that door. The third question is, what does a day look like when you actually feel good? Not happy, not perfect, just good. This question reveals what she values, what restores her, what her inner life actually looks like. And the fact that you asked it instead of talking about yourself tells her something about your character without you saying a single word about yourself. The fourth question is, what is something you are proud of that you rarely get to talk about? Most conversations go to problems, stress, and complaint. This question goes somewhere different. It invites her to share something positive and personal. And when she does, you are the person who gave her that moment. That association stays. The fifth question is, how do you usually know when you actually trust someone? This one is quietly powerful. It is self-referential, meaning as she answers it, part of her brain is evaluating whether you meet that standard. It also shows her that trust matters to you, which is one of the things mature women say they look for most in a man. The sixth question is, what does real connection feel like to you when it is actually there? This is the most vulnerable question on the list, and it should come last, after the conversation has already gone somewhere real. When she answers this, she is not just describing connection in the abstract. She is describing what she is looking for. And if you have been present and genuine through the first 5 questions, she already has some evidence that you might be it. None of these questions require a perfect setting, a perfect body, or a perfect line. They require one thing: the willingness to actually be curious about who she is. That is rarer than you think. And to a woman who has sat through years of men talking about themselves, a man who asks and actually listens is not just refreshing, he is unforgettable. If this helped you, subscribe to this channel because what comes next goes even deeper.